Hi guys, this is Miss Whitehurst and we are finally in the last week of school. I know that this has been quite an experience for you all. I'm proud of the hard work that you have put in and how so many of you are rising to the challenges that we have been forced to face. So, even though this is the last week, please remember to complete your attendance through Google Classroom. I do have an optional assignment. It would make me very happy if you would be willing to participate with that assignment, which you will see in Google Classroom, and it is to write a letter. You can either write a letter to me or you can write a letter to a future student in my classroom. So if you remember way back when to the first day of school, you will know that I started our class off with some letters from last year's students. That's something that I want to keep doing. So if you write me a letter, I promise you that I will let someone see that on their first day of school next year, even if it happens to be a virtual first day. We don't really know what school's going to look like next year. But again, that letter assignment is not for a grade. It's just something that if you would be willing to do, it would be a huge help for me. And you can either write a letter to me or you can write a letter to a future student of this class. Um, One thing that I've heard from some of you that are reaching out about late work, missing assignments, remember that every teacher can make their own decision on this depending on when we need to submit grades. The final day for teachers to submit grades is Friday, May 29th at 12 o'clock. That is not midnight, that is noon, okay? 12 o'clock in the afternoon. There is not a lot of time between Wednesday and Friday for grading. So please, 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 those of you that have any sort of late work, missing assignments, especially those summatives that you want to turn in, please make sure that that is turned in by Wednesday. If you turn it in Thursday or Friday, I cannot ensure that it'll be graded in time to be reflected on your final report card. Okay, so those grades will be posted by Friday at 12 o'clock. I do have one more thing that I will share with you, but before I do so, I want you to know that I want all of you to have a great summer. Enjoy, relax. Hopefully, you can get outside and have a good time in this new crazy world. I do want to leave you with one more thing. A lot of times I feel like people are always like, what's the meaning of life? And it's really hard to answer that question. However, I think that this poem by Rudyard Kipling does a pretty good job. And essentially, this poem just has a list of all of these things. And it says, if you can do this, if you can do this, then you will succeed in life. Okay? So if you're willing, please just listen. I think that these are great parting words as this may be the last time I get to talk to some of you guys this year. So this poem's called If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build 'em up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. So, again, just reflect on those words, see what it says about what you can do in your life to make the most of it. Make the most of your life, treat others with kindness, always act with integrity. I will miss you so much. It's been a pleasure to know you. Reach out anytime. Bye, guys.